Boo! It is Karl Ponto from Squash and Stretch Productions. Happy Halloween weekend. And for this vlog, I'd like to talk about something that a lot of businesses don't include in their marketing messaging. It's hurting the impact their messages could have, hurting the impact their stories can have on their intended audiences, and that's fear. So fear is one of the most powerful, primal emotions we have as human beings, and its primary use, why we have it, is to keep us alive. If we weren't afraid of things, we would walk into threats, we would be eaten by predators, we would not have survived if it wasn't for fear. So even though fear is not something we enjoy feeling, it is absolutely necessary. It is a required emotion for survival, and our brains are actually wired to want to mitigate loss, avoid loss more than achieve gains because of that fear, because of the fear of basically it equates or extrapolates out to the fear of death. So in your marketing messaging, if you don't talk about something your clients are afraid of when it comes to like the problem you're trying to solve or a situation that could happen if they don't change what they're doing, if you don't have that fear, a little bit of that fear, then your marketing messaging is not nearly going to be as effective as if you have that sort of element into your storytelling. And it's great to start off with that because it hooks people in and gets them to understand really the importance of what you're talking about right from the get-go. Obviously, you don't want to go too far with it and become like fear-mongering. You don't want to be scaring people unnecessarily, but if it's not in your messaging at all, people won't really care about it as much as if you have a little bit of that, here's what you're going to miss out on, or here's what could happen if you don't change what you're currently doing, and it helps people get over that decision inertia that exists in our brains as well, that fear of change. Well, fear of something worse happening if you don't change is the way you get over that fear of change. So I guess it's kind of fighting fear with fear in a way, but I think it seemed like a suitable topic for this Halloween weekend. As you're going out into November towards the end of this year, make sure you have a little bit of fear in your marketing messaging. Get people to realize what's at stake and what happens if they don't change their current course. That'll make your messages way more impactful, have a much stronger hooks, and it'll get people to follow your calls to action because they'll be motivated to avoid the pain that you're talking about by mentioning the conflict, mentioning things they're afraid of happening. That'll make your marketing way more effective. Hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you next week.